Wait, no, don't touch the boy.
No,
you can't just say touch the boy and
touch
out
the
loud
boy.
like that.
Touch the boy. We're dark, but it's just a bit muty, and that's fine. I like dodge.
I'll bring my lamps in here next time.
Oh,
before you
I
get
know.
here.
It's
Next time before you get here, if we even have a fucking chance to say no, it's gonna be here.
Do it now.
Why?
Do it now.
Like 12 people watch this. We don't need.
I don't give a
this
shit.
This is already too much.
I
work.
want it to look good.
I like the way it looks. I like the moodiness. Turn that light back.
Let's
up.
talk about Spoon Man.
Yeah.
He doesn't exist. Get over it.
Man.
Are we recording?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we are recording.
Okay. Are we recording?
We are recording. I don't know.
just asked that.
I don't know who pressed record, but we've been recording for 6 minutes now.
Ooh.
Wait,
There's
you
only
bonus
one
content.
person who.
Do you want me-
there's
Bonus
only-
content for the Patreon.
All right, fine. Look, I'll stop it.
No.
Are you recording over there?
Yeah.
No, make it
then-
bonus
okay,
content.
then- okay, they got bonus 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But what are you saying? Someone hit record. There's only one person who's touching it.
It was
There's
a ghost.
2 people here.
I haven't been
It's a ghost.
touching
It's
nothing.
Halloween.
Listen.
It's Halloween time.
I'll-
It's a ghost.
It's a spooko, and I don't know what's
Isn't it
happening
really
here.
funny that
Wow.
election day is like 2
Isn't-
days after Halloween?
Isn't
Like
it
I can't jump from spooky mindset to like voting. Give me a week at least.
I know. We need like the whole day. I need.
I need 3 days to decompress from being spooked.
Isn't it ironic?
No, it's not.
It's
That's
like
not
an election.
That's not irony.
Talk about spooky.
2 days after Halloween.
Talk about spooky. The poles, am I right?
The North Poles?
Yeah, they're ice.
The multiple North Poles.
Yeah, they're all melting.
They're There are phony poles up there.
I forgot you're not just a flat earther, but you're a multiple North Polar.
Yeah, I'm a flat earther, flat mooner, multiple polar.
He believes that the
Well,
world
there are
governments-
multiple poles. I hate
Well, multiple of the same pole.
to.
A multipolar.
He believes that the world government switched North Poles to fuck with us.
No, it's that there's more than one North Pole.
Wait, so you don't believe that like there's any power like involved with it? You just think that there are multiple
Wait, like power? What do you mean power?
like an organization that is controlling and keeping us away from these extra poles.
Oh no, I don't. I haven't dug that deep, but they're in there. They're there.
Cause I dug
I want to hear that podcast. Dylan digs deep.
Dylan
digs deep.
Dylan dug deep.
Dylan dug deep. That's a really fucking good one.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Dylan Dug Deep.
Oh no.
Dylan, I heard you dug deep into something.
Yeah, I dug deep in something real good. You ready for this?
Oh
You guys
man,
ready
I'm
for this?
shaking, man.
But what conspiracies do you believe in?
The Antichrist.
Oh, Obama next. What's yours?
Wait, why don't you want to take mine?
I want to get a base level of what you believe in because this one's a doozy.
I believe in was it the one where the planes dropped the gas on us?
Oh, the chemtrails.
Do you
Chemtrails.
do you remember that balloon fest in the 80s?
Yeah.
I believe in that. Do you know what I'm talking about? The one city that released a bunch of. They wanted to
Wasn't
set.
that New York City?
It wasn't New York City.
The city that never sleeps?
It wasn't New York City. It was something in like Ohio or something.
Yeah, don't you accuse the concrete jungle of doing that? Okay.
Where dreams are made of.
It was like some because it was like some what's that city? Milwaukee. I don't want to say it's Milwaukee.
Chicago.
It's near there. It's one of those.
Phoenix.
L.A. Honolulu.
That's the one. right on the border of Canada.
Yeah. That's why it has a Canadian name.
But they released a bunch of balloons in the air to make their town cool, and then they caused 3 men to die.
Whoa.
Well, did they deserve it?
Were they shot?
No, there's a bunch of videos on this, but they released a bunch of helium balloons in the air, and everything was cool. But a storm was coming, and everyone was like, hey, don't do this balloon fest because the storm's going to take those balloons. And they were like, we're going to do it anyway. Because we got all these balloons. What are we going to do with them? And so it went over, and then there was like this big lake that they all went into. And then so there's a whole bunch of balloons in a lake, which I guess it sucks. But 3 men got lost on a boat. And so the Coast Guard went looking, and they couldn't find anyone because there's balloons everywhere. Everything looked like a body.
Oh, my God.
And then the bodies washed up on shore.
Wait, hold on. So
So you
How did the men originally die? They were looking for.
They
the
were
balloons?
killed by Big Balloon.
I mean, we don't. You guys go watch. There's tons of YouTube.
I don't want to
videos.
be insensitive.
There's tons of videos.
And I don't want to act like I know what I'm talking about. But this is Dylan Dug Deep. And couldn't they have just gotten the boats and put them like needles on the sides of the boats, and then when they're going through the balloons, they're just.
Imagine being a person. Imagine being a person like drowning in there, and some guy hits you with a needle.
Yeah, then you go ow, and then they're like, there he is.
But I also don't think they
should have just shocked the water.
I feel like the Coast Guard wasn't expecting the balloons to be there. I think they knew
like,
about
we're water. We don't.
They don't have balloon tech.
Why wasn't the Air Force involved?
They don't have balloon tech. They can't deal.
Do we
with
need
this.
to have a balloon force just in case this happens again?
I'm starting the balloon force as my last act as president.
Guys,
What have you guys been up to?
this is the best of the best movie podcast. The podcast where we figure out which movie is the best movie of all time. This week we're talking about two juggernauts.
Juggernauts. Yeah.
Juggernauts. I said juggernaut.
Jokernauts. It's a combination between the Juggernaut and the Joker.
Yeah, we were talking Transformers versus Titanic.
Ooh.
We don't need to. We can go back into whatever conversation we're
I
having.
mean, we've talked about both these movies about 5 times
I just want
already.
to get that out there.
I don't have much more to say.
I will say that this was the most painful week yet. It was so difficult. I was so.
Well, hold on. We always talk about other things we watched before.
Oh yeah, sorry,
yeah.
I did skip, but I just wanted to say welcome to Best of the Best. Dylan, what movies that tournament related have you seen? Give it to me. Give it to me. Like
I've just been watching Cuties. Like over and over.
He's been rewatching. He bought a projector so he could put it on our wall.
I requested Netflix. I mailed them. I snail mailed them personally and asked if they could send me a Blu-ray of it.
Does he dress up like a Cuties and pretend he's in the movie?
Worse. He dresses up as the casting director.
Oh no.
That would have been a fun job.
He dresses
Bonjour, come into my office.
No.
Wait. I'm not thinking of the porno crap. I was just thinking, where else do you cast people? Come into this open street? That doesn't make sense.
They don't come into an office. They go into a room with lots of a casting room where they have lots of people. They don't say, "Hey, come into my office."
Dustin, a room is just where people work.
That's
called an office.
How many casting jobs have you done?
Oh, that I've done personally? None.
Yeah. 'Cause in
Castaway.
film school, we had a casting office, and it wasn't uncommon.
Why didn't you call me? I
But it's a casting office. It's not Jeremy's office.
Jeremy's office.
Don't go in there.
I watched a movie called 2 movies that are kind of interesting. Let me know if you want me to get into it.
We'll see if we want to dig
The first
deep in
one's called Butterfly Kisses.
Butterfly kisses.
And both of these are found footage horror movies.
Oh.
And the other one is called Savage Land.
I guess tell us about one. We'll try to figure out which one you're talking
I'll
about.
tell you. Okay. One is about like this figure like Bloody Mary, if you will. But these or like a Slender Man.
I was going to say Butterfly Kisses.
He's right.
Yeah.
So it's like the concept is there's. Well, I want you guys to watch it, but I don't think you'd like it. There's 3 hard jump scares in it. But the concept is this guy finds a box full of tapes. It's kind of like Marvel Hornets in a way.
Or VHS.
Or the
VHS. Yes, or like that. And it's like following this guy around as he's putting these tapes together, and he becomes obsessed with these tapes that he found. And on these tapes, these film students, for their film project, they want to make their local town as like this ghost story about the Blink Man or something like that. When you look down at this tunnel for like a certain amount of time, it's like for an hour, so like no human can do it. But when you're supposed to not blink for an hour, and he comes up, and every time you blink, he gets closer to you and kills you. So they're like, well, we can't do that as humans, so we should do it with a camera. So they have a camera there for an hour, and they see him come up. They're like, whoa, that's crazy. And they just keep filming stuff. And they realize that
what a reaction. Whoa, that's crazy.
That's pretty nuts.
That's pretty much how they react.
thing
I really don't want to get
exists?
too much into it because it's interesting, but
Let's go play Xbox.
Put it on
they find out
TikTok.
every time they're turning on and off the camera that's acting like blinking. So every time they go back and look at footage, this figure's like closer and closer and closer. And then it kind of makes the guy who's like making the documentary become obsessed about it. It's not the best movie, but it's like very intriguing and interesting.
What happens if he leaves the camera on all the time?
They address that, and pretty much what I don't want to get into it.
I mean, cameras die and they run out of
spoiler
memory.
spoiler alert, but They find a way around that. And it's cool because they kind of make it like, well, were these kids? Was this all fake for their film class? Because they're like, well, we can't find these kids. Everyone that these kids interviewed, they don't exist either. And then it starts to spin the narrative like, well, if the guy that's making this documentary now, did he just make these tapes up? Like, so it makes you really think like what's real and what's not. It's pretty interesting. And then Savage Land was really good, I thought. Savage Land is another found footage kind of told mockumentary movie about a Mexican man. He was put on trial for murdering a whole town of 57 people, like on this shitty desert town, like 2 miles away from the border of Mexico.
This is a horror film?
Yeah. But the way it becomes horror is that you find, well, they think he murdered like 57 people by himself. It's like no one can do that. But as you start to find out, like they find like this roll of film because he was a photographer or something. And it's like very evident that what happened was like a zombie attack. It killed everyone in this town, but they like accuse him of murdering the whole town. So you have to like, it's like clearly an allegory for like, how people view Mexican people on living and coming across the border and stuff. But it's cool because they tell this very terrifying event. It's actually legit scary. They don't show anything scary at all. They just show like these 36 photos that were taken, and they're not the best quality, but it's pretty interesting. It's just hard to leap over that idea of like even the most dumb Trump idiot wouldn't be like this 159 Mexican person murdered 57 people.
But how were they murdered? Were they bit?
Yeah, they even addressed that. They're like he would bit. These people were like torn to pieces. Everyone died. There's people that even went up to like a water tower and just dived off because they didn't want these creatures eating them. And still, like people in Texas were like, it was the Mexican man. We gotta fry him.
That kind of sounds like an SNL sketch where they're like blaming.
No, but it takes itself very seriously. And there's like this guy. He's kind of like narrating. There's like two guys. A guy who writes a book about it. And then a guy who's like kind of bringing you through the town, which has since been abandoned, like showing like his path of like where he went. It's pretty. Both are pretty good. I think Savage Land's a bit better.
Any jump scares and stuff?
No. It's scary, but they don't show anything scary.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah, they're both on Amazon Prime. Prime.
I gotta check out more. There's a lot of Prime has a lot of films on there. I'd say more than Netflix of just like I wouldn't say garbage, but like unreleased stuff. There's got to be some gold in there.
Yeah, both were pretty. I'm glad I watched both of them. But what did you guys watch?
Netflix is getting bad lately. Netflix is like those.
It's just all Hubie Halloween.
Those like bins, like, and you're just like going through it, like what? I guess it's kind. But Netflix, Amazon Prime, I don't know why it just has better.
Better like indie
self-publish too.
Better like indie stuff, I think.
Yeah,
because you can tell both these movies were made for like $100.
It kind of makes sense because when you're on Amazon Prime, people can also pay to watch your movie. Mm-hmm. So you kind of have that like, oh, it's not just a subscription thing. So if someone doesn't have Amazon Prime, they can pay $5 to watch your movie. You might make some money off of it.
Yeah.
We should make a movie put it on Amazon Prime.
My brother has a short film.
Yeah.
What was it called? Titanic?
It's the
shortest film on the planet.
What movie called Titanic?
Short film.
I was about to say, don't ask me what it's called because I do not know.
Only thing I watched this week was The Thing. Nothing new.
Which one?
The good one.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
The 2011 one. No, I haven't seen that, but it does seem like an interesting movie.
The original one.
No, not the one from the 50s.
I was trying to get him. I was going to be the Scream killer. Be like, Jason wasn't the killer.
That thing wasn't that killer. What if that was the question in Scream? Who was the thing at the end? Was it the Kurt Russell or the other one? She's like, it's Kurt Russell.
The original Thing.
Yeah, I've only seen The Thing a couple times. It's not my favorite movie because it's spooky, but
yeah,
I really like it.
Yeah, I was just lucky that they were playing it when I got home, and I was like, oh, it's my favorite.
Who was playing it?
They were him and his girlfriend.
You made it sound like it was a theater, and I was like,
I got lucky. I came home when they were playing it, and I was like, I'll go in for a quick flick. But we've
just been watching a lot of scary movies.
Yeah, that's my favorite horror movie.
So why didn't you say The Thing?
Because
he's been watching a lot of stuff. Like he didn't mention he did watch the
Poughkeepsie tapes,
the Poughkeepsie tapes,
Blair Witch Project,
Beetlejuice. He's watched he's been watching a lot of movies.
You didn't say any of that?
I was the movies I just mentioned were more interesting, I thought, and you guys never heard of them.
Did you hear that podcast? He doesn't want to tell you what he saw.
See, he's trying to hide the truth from you, podcast. He doesn't want you to know what he's watching.
I kind of wish I didn't tell you guys what happened.
So if you're going to vote for best host, If you're gonna vote for best host, remember that.
I went in absolutely cold. I had no idea what that Savage Land movie was about. And like 20 minutes in, I was like, "Whoa, this is interesting."
Are you ready for Freaky?
I think you're freaky. Really? Is that coming to VOD? What's that doing?
No, it's coming to theaters first. I mean,
no.
I don't give
Hard
a shit.
pass.
I'll go see it.
I cannot wait till all theaters burn down. Wow. Sorry to the people who work at theaters. I feel really bad, but I hate theaters. They suck so much.
We just don't have any good theaters here.
I can't wait. No, it doesn't matter. You can have the best theater. It's the people who go to movies that suck. Yeah. It's not the theaters. I love the AMC theaters.
I came up with good ideas, but Dustin told me that they were bad ideas, so I'm not even going to mention it.
Yeah, no, his idea is bad.
No,
it's not. It's bad for operating costs.
Can I bring up something?
I don't care about operating costs. I'm not a capitalist. I'm for the people.
This theater idea reminded me of something. Remember forever ago we were doing
frame when I do this?
No. We were doing a commentary track for something. I think we were talking about Jessica Jones, and we were saying if we had the Purple Man's powers, where you could just tell people what to do. Dylan and I both agreed that we would go into a theater and tell people to be quiet. And Dustin was like, "No, I wouldn't do it."
It was Chronicle. It was during the Chronicle.
Oh no, that's what it was, because you guys were going to chronicle people and shutting up.
I don't want to chronicle people do it. I want to Purple Man them to.
Go and listen to the Chronicle commentary where we talk about stuff other than Chronicle.
I kind of like this podcast.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it because I just feel so guilty Purple Manning people.
I would not feel guilty whatsoever.
Well, that's because the thing I really don't like about his ability is that after the time is up, like after he gets away from you, people realize they go like, "Oh, I've been Purple Man," and you're like,
I got Purple Man
today. Is the same thing true for the Umbrella Academy? I feel like people don't know do that.
No. I think when they get rumored, they don't.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You haven't seen the Umbrella Academy?
No, I watched like 2 episodes and I was kind of bored.
Yeah. Some people don't like it. I'm fine. I'm not gonna fall.
That's acting cool.
So you only watch?
No, that's fine.
You only watch the thing, huh?
What'd you watch?
Well, we had 2 weeks off.
Yeah, we did.
So I watched 3 movies.
Oh shoot,
baby!
Whoa!
3 movies.
I got you for 3 movies.
2 of them were sequels. Can you guess which movies?
Oh, Spy Kids 3D and Spy Kids Island of Lost
Charlie's
Dreams.
Angels, Full Throttle.
They were both movies I have never
3.
seen.
Oh, Jaws 3D.
I have seen
The Godfather.
I bought that movie.
The Godfather Part 2.
Oh, I haven't seen any of The Godfather. Okay, should I just
no?
say?
Give me one more guess.
Just give us both one more guess.
One's a new release.
Okay, one's a new release. Can you give us a genre?
Comedy.
Wayne's World 2.
That's a new release to you?
Happy Death Day 2.
Okay, that's not the movie I was going for, but that is one of them.
Whoa!
Yeah, I watched both Happy Death Days back to back.
Which
B to B, B to bump.
What'd you think?
What'd you think?
I know you guys were crapping on the sequel.
I don't really like the sequel.
But for me, this is my
really
first.
like the first one.
This is my first time watching, so it was basically one long movie to me.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the first one, and I think I liked things about the second one.
Yeah.
The second one's fun.
The fact that it's kind of started with a new person. Oh, spoilers for Happy Death Day 2. I'm not going to spoil like the killers and all that stuff, but I liked how it started over, and I thought that was cool. But there's certain things that really bugged me in the sequel, where
is it time travel related?
No, it was like the part where she wanted to kill herself over and over.
Yeah,
I just didn't get. Because she feels the pain, and it's not like it just goes away. Like, she'll feel it the next day as well. So why would you put yourself in a tree shredder? And I was like, what?
And they went over that in the first movie. I thought the second movie was just such a retread.
And then the skydiving part, I was like, oh boy, this movie almost completely lost me. I was like, because she's only got a day, and she's trying to memorize that whole code and whatnot. Mm-hmm. You know how long it takes to get on a skydiving trip and to be alone? Like, you have to be with a partner on your first time. She was in a bikini.
It's just for the audience.
And she was flicking off the camera. I'm like, what? That part almost lost me.
Yeah,
I feel like they just wanted her in a bikini. You know, it's just like, oh, all right. But
the first one's great.
I really liked the first one. Sadly, I did know who the killer was the whole time. That was spoiled for me beforehand. Mm-hmm. The killer was not spoiled for me for the second one, but it did not matter at all.
It didn't.
I wish they just didn't have a killer in the second one. I wish there was a new problem. I mean, it makes sense. Like, you have a slasher. Like, you kind of need to have a slasher, but you could tell they were forced. Like, you're like, I guess we should have a killer in this one.
I was bummed that they went back to the same day from the first one.
No, as a Back to the Future 2 fan, I like it.
That. Yeah,
I wish more stuff.
But Back to the Future 2, that, okay, never mind, I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
I wish more stuff was happening. With the third one announced, it's called Happy Death Day to Us.
Oh, really? I didn't hear that.
That seems interesting. I think that might get into...
So what I would love, my prediction for 3, which I would really love, is they do the day again.
Yeah, they have to.
But this time, it's crazy. Like, shit starts fucking up. And, like, they're doing the same scene. They have, like, the same... You know how, like, every morning she gets greeted by the same people? I was like, let's do that times 10. Like, just get wacky.
Yeah, I want to see it breaking down.
I thought
the universe is falling apart.
I thought in the second one it was going to be, like, multiple people are stuck in it with her. So maybe they'll do that in the third one.
That's what I was hoping for the third one. Did you guys watch the mid-credit scene on the
I'm sure I did. I don't remember
the second one.
Yeah, when they're like Avengers, then they're like, we're putting a team together.
That part, if I was in the theater, I would have walked out. I was like, what the hell's happening? And then the reveal of, like, you know, they're like, I'm trying not to spoil the movie, but you know, like the very last scene, they cut to like another person getting into it.
Yeah,
I was like, why that person? Out of all the people in the movie, why that person?
Yeah,
I'm really trying hard not to spoil it because I did think they were fun. The first one's really fun in my opinion, but
I saw that in the theater. It was a blast,
and the jump scares are not that bad. As a jump scare baby, I didn't find that. You can tell when they're coming. Yeah. And the second one, there's like almost zero.
Second one was leaned more into the comedy, which bummed me out, but whatever.
It was see, I liked it, but I kind of, I don't know.
It transitioned into more of a sci-fi film.
Would you say it transformed?
You know the thing that happened with Ryan, the Asian guy. You know, the thing that happened to him. It doesn't pay off in the rest of the movie.
No.
Like, and I was like, so why did you set that up? For it to have nothing to do with the rest
Probably
of the movie.
Probably for the third one, I guess. I don't know.
No, I just... And it made no sense whatsoever. It really bummed me out.
Dude, what if in the third one they time travel, so they're like in the background of those scenes now?
That's what I thought was
going to happen.
That's what I wanted from the second one.
That's what I thought was going to happen. They didn't do that.
They straight up even say, like, have you not seen Back to the Future 2? And I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, I thought she was going to travel to that day, but see herself doing... I don't know.
What was the third movie?
Maybe she should have been the killer.
I think if they were going to do a killer in the second one, they should have just had it not matter to the point to where it's funny, to where like she's just like blah blah blah. I don't care.
Get out of here.
Him, and like every day she's killing him.
Yeah, just instantly. Yeah. The only thing that bugged me about the first one is like she knows she can die over and over. Like, why doesn't she just go for the mask? I was like, just you know you're gonna die. Just like take a hit and try to go for the mask, and then let them stab you. And I was just like, but she never did it.
I think most of the time, most of the kills we saw, she was kind of in a position where she couldn't. But yeah,
no,
there should have been
it got to that point. But there was a couple times where the person was just coming with a knife, and she could just went towards the knife and like. Because the killer, from their point of view, like, okay, you took my mask off. It doesn't mean I'm not going to stab you.
Yeah. You see who I am. Stab, stab.
Oh, no, not my powers.
I also didn't love the way how she found out who the killer was in the first one. I was like, she kind of had a Sherlock Holmes moment where she, like, pieced everything together.
She had a brain blast.
And I was just
Jimmy
like,
Neutron.
I was like, what? What? Okay, yeah, the other sequel I saw was Borat subsequent film.
How was it? I haven't watched it yet.
So everyone loves this movie. I thought it was the most boring movie I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, even the first Borat's pretty boring.
Yeah, rewatching the first... So, they're really funny if you think they're real.
Yes.
And so, once you see more behind-the-scenes stuff, like, oh, this was set up, oh, that was set up, and then once you figure out everything was basically set up, it becomes so boring.
That's why I kind of like Bruno more. I think Bruno leaned more into it being a movie.
No, Bruno's even worse.
What do you like, The Dictator?
The Dictator, kind of like.
The Dictator is very funny.
Oh my god, I'm sitting with a bunch of bozos that like The Dictator.
It's not like we like the brothers, whatever that was.
The brothers,
the Doobly brothers. The Doobly brothers. I don't know. But Borat 2, there was just so many moments where I was like, like there are some legit funny part, like, you know, when they're actually filming a movie in the beginning and the end mainly, when they're like setting up the plot. This is pretty funny. But yeah, once they start to get into the jackass type pranks, it's just so set up. Like, to spoil a minor bit in the movie, he goes to a cake shop, and the lady, you know, there's just a whole camera crew, so she knows, and she had to sign up for it. Mm-hmm. So she's like game for whatever's happening. And then he goes, hey, on this cake, can you put Jews will not replace us? And she just kind of goes, okay, and puts it on there. But I was like, just the fact she went okay so fast, it kind of made it not funny.
Yeah,
if she was like, wait, what? Like, then that might have been something. But since she was just like okay, and she wrote
begrudgingly and still doing it.
Yeah, but and then he found there's like a cupcake that had a baby on it, and that thing,
a king cake.
That thing was like the whole next 30 minutes of the movie, and I was like, oh, so this thing was so set up.
Yeah.
So that they're putting props in the movie. I don't know.
Pretty much like everything after the Jackass movies just won't work because like after those movies, like that's when social media and everything.
Yeah. Well, I heard
it's easy to like find out.
I haven't seen it, but I heard the Impractical Jokers movie. I heard the filmed parts are pretty boring, but the joke parts are very funny. So maybe we're stupid.
I've always found Impractical Jokers entertaining.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. What, you don't like Impractical Jokers?
No,
you just said they're entertaining.
I said I think it's entertaining, but it's like the same way that I love Nickelback. I love it, but I don't find any merit to it creatively.
You're stupid. This is a weird aside, but I was watching the Mr. Beast video where
sorry, Beast. That's scary.
Where they were getting an Uber. No, they were the Uber driver, and whoever they Ubered, they were giving them the car. That was like their big shtick.
Yeah, I saw the thumbnail.
But they were following. The rest of the crew was following the car in a van, and they were telling the driver like what to say. They were like, "Say you like Amiibos." I don't know. That would have been funny for me. But
I love Amiibos.
But they were making them do silly stuff, and I was like, "Oh, they're doing Impractical Jokers at this point." And then Mr. Beast goes, "This is funnier than anything I've seen on TV." And I'm like, "Hold on, that's a show on TV, dude." But I don't want to start YouTube drama.
Oh God!
But
Mr. Beast just got taken down.
I think we would be the ones.
Yeah, we'd be on Keemstar's drama alert.
He's giving away cars, and they're going to cancel him.
Yeah. They're gonna cancel them. We're the Hannibal Buress of this situation. We're the one that leaked it.
But yeah, I think other people can make the connection that it's a lot like Impractical Jokers. But Borat, subsequent film. I'm glad they shortened that title because boy, oh boy, that original title.
Movie film good time.
I don't know. It bummed me out how set up it was, and then I saw all the pictures of the Rudy Giuliani scene. So I was like, "Ooh, this is good, a good scene," and then it wasn't. It felt so edited to me. Like I'm sure he was a creepy boy, but that scene felt so edited to me.
Yeah,
and I know. I mean, it's bad because I'm sure Rudy Giuliani's a bad guy, and I felt like they could have caught him doing something bad, but just the way they did it. I felt like they didn't want to catch him doing something bad. So as soon as something started happening, they were like, "Uh-oh, get Borat in there," and they cut it pretty quick. And I was like, "You could have caught this guy, just catch him."
Yeah.
It felt so forced.
Yeah.
If they just let it happen, I think it would have been way worse.
In interviews, they said they didn't want to let it happen only because
they could probably get sued their asses.
Well, also because it was her, not him. Like, this is like her first American film, her first time in America. She doesn't speak English super well. And he was like, it's kind of shitty to put that kind of your actress in a situation like that. But when it's him, he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do whatever I want.
I haven't seen the footage, but
it's nothing.
I've seen people be like, "Oh, he's clearly trying to jerk off," and then I've heard people be like, "I don't think so." Like,
it's tough. We would have had just more.
Just let him jerk off.
If they let it happen, I'm sure because it looked like he was just. I don't know.
Because he's like fat and old, so he has to like lean
He's
back.
fat and old. He's dumb.
So he has to do that probably.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
He doesn't have to get on a bed to do it.
Well, the interview,
no, she put him on the bed.
Oh, she put him on the bed?
I don't know. You have to watch it.
Oh, God.
They set him up. But I'm not a Rudy Giuliani defender, though I do love him to have his poster, and I can't wait for him to sign it.
I like it.
Yeah, we love you, Rudy.
I can't wait for him.
Everyone loved him after 9/11.
Probably.
Yeah,
everyone did.
He was good.
America's mayor.
He was very funny on SNL.
Yeah. He gave us permission to laugh again.
Yeah,
you never did that.
He gave us permission.
I was a baby.
You were a 10.
Yeah, we would have been 10. I was
a baby.
I was 11.
I was watching SNL that time.
Yeah, so was I. We were mature for our age.
I was too busy watching Cartoon Network.
So I think so was I.
Yeah, but you can have multiple.
I was too busy.
Outlets.
But if you have to watch one, I'd pick Happy Death Day over Borat too.
Yeah,
definitely, dude.
Should we get into these two movies?
Should we transform into a new subject?
So today we're talking about, let me get the old bracket out, the movie that beat, I need to follow this from the beginning. The movie that beat, there's something about what?
Nothing.
What?
No, don't. No, don't put more time on it. Go to.
Well, now I want to know.
I farted and I didn't want to get recorded. Jesus,
we got him, boys. We got him.
No class.
You could have said something else. You could have said, "Oh, I
thought of a
no,
funny."
because you guys would have picked it apart.
I thought of.
You guys are monsters.
You should have said, "I thought of my social security number," and laughed, and we would have made you say it on air.
We're talking about the movie that beat There's Something About Mary, then The Avengers. And that's going against the movie that beat The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and Terminator 2.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's right. We're talking Titanic versus Transformers, baby.
Mm-hmm. Two T's
now
battling out.
Do you guys want to hear the polls real quick?
T2.
Sure. The North Poles. Don't get me started.
Oh boy, don't get him started, please.
So the people were not undecided on this one, at least not on Patreon. So on Patreon, 6 people voted. It's the most votes we had from our Patreon. Thanks, guys, for voting.
Thanks, Patreon.
So 6 votes. 100% of it went to Titanic, baby. Titanic. Now, I also went to Twitter. Hold on, I got to get to my profile.
Oh my God, he doesn't even have it pulled up.
What? Man, if I did, he would have looked at it.
He doesn't have it pulled up.
Pulled up.
So on Twitter, 57 people voted.
Whoa.
What do you think the results were like on Twitter?
80-20.
That's a good ground beef right there.
That is nice fat to protein ratio.
No. Titanic won with 51%.
Whoa! So split.
It was at 50-50 for a long time.
That's crazy.
And then I guess a couple people voted for Titanic. Yeah, it's so split with Transformers.
Dude.
People don't know how to.
I mean, this is
the Patreon. They're set on Titanic.
set on it.
But
They're paying to vote.
But the rest of the world, they're like,
They just bought our votes.
That's true. I mean, we are getting to the segment or this part where it's like we're gonna have to start saying goodbye to movies we like because all these movies are pretty cool now.
Yeah, we're gonna start going do 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 do.
Yeah, I'm with Dustin. This is getting hard.
Yeah,
not like I'm not enjoying doing this, but like having to watch 3-hour-long movies.
I thought you were saying
over
it
and
was
over
getting
again.
hard to decide because I was going to say this might be not the easiest
It's
decision,
hard.
but no, this decision was open and shut case for old Detective Brett.
And we'll get to your conclusion.
Well, I already know
Detective
your
Brett.
answer, but let's talk about Transformers.
Let's talk about Transformers.
Because I have a feeling it's not moving on.
Why?
Why would you say that?
Why? It's one of the best Transformers movies.
It's the best Transformers movie.
It's one of the best.
Which one do you think's better? Dark
I
of
said
the
one
Moon?
of the best.
Leave him alone.
It might be the best.
This movie's fun. I could see it winning against Titanic in a world.
in a world.
Because it is just so
people like
it
Transformers
is just
more than
so
Titanic.
it is just so goddamn fun, and it looks cool. Every time I watch this, I'm like, this is fucking cool.
Dylan,
At least 3 times during the
Dylan,
movie.
I was struggling through this movie. I used to always say the first Transformers is pretty good. Now
It's because you've watched
struggling.
it
But-
8 times
but-
in 6 months.
it's the same argument as last time. The 3-hour movie was so much easier to watch than the 2-hour movie. The Matrix was hard to get through, where Avengers Endgame was such a breeze. Same thing here. Transformers was such a slug for me, and then Titanic, I was watching it.
God.
I didn't even have my phone out for the whole 3 hours
I don't know how.
because it was
That's crazy.
because it was doing my lights. That's why I like the movies that.
Okay, next time we watch it, you have to do it without the lights. You have to.
Or we have to come over and we have to watch it with the lights.
I had to split up Titanic.
I split up Transformers.
No, we watched Transformers in one sitting.
No.
yesterday.
Well, we put it on. We're like, let's have something on TV when we're talking.
But then when the cool stuff, the cool stuff is happening, which is like the last 30 minutes, we're like, this is awesome.
Yeah, no, the climax of Transformers sucks. Dude.
No, it doesn't.
It's so boring.
Dude, the part where
It's so boring.
the part where the thing goes into the ground, yeah, just like that, under the bridge, and then not the Red Hot Chili Pepper song. Don't you do it?
What? Hold on. What? Oh, under the bridge.
Yeah.
I thought you went the one that goes. Dwa, 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 dwa.
Where it like digs into the ground on the highway, and then right after that, Optimus Prime or no, it skates
like
through.
skating,
Yeah, dude, that part's awesome.
That's not the climax.
That's beginning of the climax.
There's a big fight between.
But I guess the part where I'm talking about with Shia LaBeouf running with the Allspark.
That part's cool too.
Oh,
Where it's like the camera's following him and all the shit's flying around him. That's awesome, dude.
Oh, it sucks.
That rules.
It sucks.
Dude, I can't tell what's happening, and I love it.
And my dumb brain is like, yeah.
But what about Titanic? That whole last hour is like that one giant climax.
Oh no, that's great.
I spent 3 days watching Titanic.
Every time I watch Titanic now, I just love like trying to pick out a new character to watch how they die.
Yeah, the only
I'm
thing
like,
I
oh,
really
look at
found, I texted you guys, is that Rose is a big fat liar in this movie.
And she's fat.
She's telling the people that she only wore the necklace once. Where in the movie, when you're introduced to Rose, the guy, what's Billy Zane's
Billy
name?
Zane.
I don't know those characters.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But
Gary.
But she's like showing her the diamond, and he puts it on her, and I'm like, that's twice she wore it.
Stupid bitch.
Transformers wins.
Transformers, not liars in disguise.
Yeah, I'm sure not one of those characters lied about something.
Though, watching Transformers now, the cracks are starting to show after the third time.
So boring. Dude.
There's a lot of like bad editing. There's like
also
a lot of like bad continuity.
There's so many times in the film where it's like it's just so poorly written. It's like you're just doing this because it looks cool.
Oh, did you know something?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Yeah,
The Transformers is in the same universe as the Friday the 13th remake. What? Let me explain.
Wait, did you dig deep on this one?
I dug deep. Yeah. Dustin helped too. No, we.
Dustin dug deep too.
Not as deep as Dylan.
I always go deep, baby. No, Megan Fox's boyfriend, the jock guy, his name's like Trent or something.
Sure.
The actor, that same actor's in the Friday the 13th remake, plays Trent. It's confirmed same character. And he dies.
Okay, now I need to watch this Friday the 13th remake, and we might need to pause this podcast and figure out if I like Transformers now.
Because Michael Bay produces back when they were making all those remakes, produced all those shitty remakes.
Mm-hmm. Michael Bay has some good ideas when they had to make a teaser trailer for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer. He was like, only audio, baby. And there's no visuals to the teaser trailer. I thought it was cool. He goes, this is me. Hey, it's me, Michael Bay.
Oh, hey, Mr. Bay.
You know how
of course, thank you for coming to the trailer department.
Huh?
Thank you for coming to the trailer department.
Where's my sauce?
Give him a sauce. You know he wants his sauce. No, you ate the sauce.
you got to baby feed it to him.
Yes, I throw it over my shoulder for luck.
So you had some ideas for the trailer?
Yeah, so you guys are working on a chainsaw movie or something like that?
Well, you are.
Huh?
Yeah, it's already been filmed and everything. We're cutting the teaser today.
Good.
You produced it.
Good job,
Yes.
guys. So you got any ideas for me?
Yeah, tons of dialogue.
Yeah, we were gonna
visuals.
show like all the scenes
Wait, hold
of like
on.
the
Wait,
killer.
wait, hold on. Did you say show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Because this is show
fired.
business. Wait, hold on. That's not Michael Bay.
That's Donald Trump, son of a bitch.
It's future president.
Yeah, it's me, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Is that what you just said, Johnny Depp? It's me, Johnny Depp.
Your version of Donald Trump's like a troll under a bridge.
It's me, Downtown. That's where.
It's me, Donald Trump.
It's me, Johnny Depp. It's Donald Trump.
What were we talking about?
How much you hate Transformers?
No, I like this movie, but there is a lot of pointless stuff with like characters introduced and then just disappearing.
There's a lot of pointless stuff in Titanic too.
No,
Why? What's with this spitting? That's gross.
There's so much.
that part turns me on.
So much of Transformers was filmed before it was written.
I don't
Like-
know. I just the idea of you saying that most of Transformers was filmed in front of a live studio audience.
They're dead silent the whole movie. They're dead silent.
Why haven't they made a movie like that yet?
Filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Like everyone, I remember when Friends. There's a rumor for the Friends movie happening like forever ago. I was like, I want to see that happen.
It'll take days and weeks, months.
Well, it doesn't need to be the same audience.
Could you
That's
imagine?
true, but then you'd feel gypped.
Could you imagine if Seven was filmed with an audience behind the camera?
The closest thing that comes to it is what's that movie?
And we'll be back.
with Woody Harrelson.
Oh, Live in London.
You
You just said Woody
Are you
Harrelson. You talk about the live,
Tommy Lee Jones?
You talk about the live movie Woody
No,
Harrelson did?
I'm talking about a movie with
Men in Black. Tommy Lee Jones.
Natural Born Killers.
Men in Black 2.
Woody Harrelson as well. Quentin Tarantino wrote it.
Natural Born Killers.
Natural
Lightning
Born
Jump.
Killers. Yes,
Yeah,
there's a part where there's like it's like a sitcom. Remember that?
Laugh track.
Mm-hmm.
But they do it like a sitcom.
Yeah.
I said it was close.
Like
I
a
didn't say it was exact.
sitcom.
Wow.
Transformer, the
time are we
robots.
We're at 44.
Yeah, most of this has been us bullshit.
You just want to...
Which I like.
Yeah, I feel like people don't want to listen to us talk about Titanic and Transformers over and over and over again.
Who would you pork? I asked Dustin this last night.
Who would I pork? Megatron or the boat?
Megatron or the boat? And I got another one for you. I want your answer first.
Definitely that boat, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, what if that boat fucking transformed halfway
that boat
through?
is thick.
What if
we also
You know what I like?
we
Hey,
also
you know what I like about that boat? It's thick and it goes down.
yeah, it does. It splits in half.
Splits in half.
And it kills people.
What if Decepticons did 9/11? We thought about that yesterday.
Wait, what does that do with Titanic?
We're talking about Transformers.
I think you say, what if Decepticons did Titanic?
We also thought about that.
Yeah. What if they dressed up as an iceberg?
What if they dressed up as an iceberg?
All right. Starscream, put this on.
Do the Transformers ever dress up?
I mean, when they want to
Megatron does in the third one. He does.
He dresses up?
I told you I watched them all since we started watching these. He wears like a hoodie in it. I swear.
Bumblebee wears a hoodie?
No, Megatron.
Oh my God.
Why
Because
Megatron?
Megatron's in like hiding and he's living
he's
in the
trying to go in high school.
I swear to God.
He's wearing like a hat and a pair of sunglasses.
He might as well be.
Doing the Marvel.
He's wearing like a tarp with a hood. He looks like something like Assassin's Creed. Now, it's not like a hoodie, but something like that.
Dude, that's so funny.
I wish Hollow Man was in the Transformers universe as well.
Why? I was just thinking about Hollow Man today. I swear to God.
Because
You know what else? Because I watched Showgirls recently,
Is that in the same universe?
and Paul Verhoeven directed. And I've been watching Paul Verhoeven movies. That guy's fucking nuts. And he directed Hollow Man.
I think Hollow Man got a lot of flack because this Invisible Man became a rapist.
Is this your stand-up? Is this?
Hey, you see this? You see this Hollow Man?
I think this guy's getting a lot of flack.
You know, it's a better. You should watch The Invisible Man. It's a better version of Hollow Man.
What, the original?
No, the one that just came out. It's basically Hollow.
But he's a rapist too, right?
Yeah, if you're invisible, you might
But
as
he
well.
doesn't actually do a rape, though.
No, he's not. He's he's like an abuser.
He's an abuser.
Who was invisible in the show Heroes?
the cheerleader,
No.
Dylan. What the?
the boy.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was that boy.
Didn't Skyler? Is that his name? Skyler.
Skyler.
Didn't he,
Skyler's from Breaking Bad.
Didn't Skyler eventually get that power?
Skyler White from Breaking
right.
Bad?
Yes, the true villain of Breaking Bad.
I'm
She
on
was.
season 2, baby.
Are you watching it? How you liking
I'm
it?
showing it to Katie.
How's she liking it?
She likes it better than Doom Patrol. She was done with Doom Patrol fast.
Wow.
Take that, Brendan Fraser.
No, he's in Breaking Bad. You're getting the actors mixed up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude, Breaking Bad's so good.
He
I bet.
plays,
Do you think it's boring? You seem like someone who thinks it's boring.
No, I think I always stand by that. The first half of the second season was boring, and I told that to Katie. I was like, second season's rough.
Second season with the flashbacks in the beginning, or is that third season?
What?
Okay, so it must be third season. If you don't know what I'm talking
The
about.
third season is the one that starts with the flashback. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know what
the
flashback.
black and white flashbacks in the beginning of each episode.
You mean flash forwards?
Yes.
Then yeah, it's the second season. But you said flashback, and that confused me because
Oh.
the flashback goes backwards in time,
I'm
and flash
sorry.
forward goes forward in time.
Where were we? Oh yeah, who would you rather pork? Megan Fox in Transformers or Kate Winslet in Titanic?
Are we talking about the characters?
No,
Because
I don't
neither.
know.
Talking about the actors
At
that time.
at their given times.
Probably Kate Winslet.
Boo.
Megan Fox, she doesn't seem nice. She's like dating Machine Gun Kelly. He seems mean too.
Wait, she's dating Machine Gun Kelly now?
I think she's
Yeah.
married.
No,
to
he's
him.
cool.
Dude, good for him,
Oh.
man.
I've only saw
cool.
him in that one movie, and he was a mean guy in that movie.
So you're judging him on his character?
What else? I haven't watched any footage of him. I don't know them.
He's a nice guy.
Oh, I'm
Yeah, he
sorry.
seems
Sorry, Machine Gun Kelly. Seemed like a nice guy. He played a mean guy, and he has lots of tattoos. People tattoos are mean. That's been scientifically proven.
Your mom has tattoos.
My mom is super mean.
Yeah, she does make fun of you all the time.
You want to talk about Titanic a little more? Or
I'm ready to vote.
let's talk about Titanic.
Well, yeah, let's shut up, Dustin.
Oh, now he's ready to vote. He's been undecided this whole time in the other voting.
Still, I don't know. I'm just waiting for like a third person to come out.
Have you guys voted yet?
I don't want to vote.
Yes.
I don't want to vote.
Yes, I have. Someone come and intercept my mail.
Show us a picture of your.
No, I didn't do that. You're not going to get me.
Show us a picture.
You're not going to get
Dustin,
me.
did you vote yet?
Yeah, I voted.
You cheater.
Did
you copy his thing?
Yeah, it did.
He was my witness.
I put mine.
Wait,
on
you
top
need to
of
have
his-
a witness?
Uh-oh. Yeah, you need to have a
I
witness
went
mail
to
it
the
in.
polls, dude.
Yo, you Pokemon Go to the polls?
I Pokemon went to the polls, baby. I went there and some lady yelled at me.
She said, "Put your Pokemon Go away." What year is it?
Get out of here, foreigner!
Yeah, they knew I was Canadian. And
Foreigner!
it was really weird because when I was voting in line, like everything's like social distance, all that pandemic stuff.
Yeah. Wait, you quoted pandemic. What side are you on, brother?
Yeah.
So everything was like super social distance, and we actually get into the building that's so small, and everyone's like on top of each other. And I was like, "Why did we
Nice.
social distance for the last half hour? If we're all just gonna be on top of each other. Might as well just be on top of each
Might
other."
as well just make out.
Titanic is a technical marvel,
Huh?
It's a fantastically made film.
but it's so goddamn long, and I want to vote for
Transfor-
Transformers just so I don't have to keep watching.
Transformers feels 2 times longer.
Can you
than
buy it
Titanic.
on YouTube so we can watch it at 1.5 speed or 2 speed even?
Yeah, Vudu has terrible playback options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vudu, don't sponsor this.
The only
podcast.
option is play it or not.
There's no even like change audio, and the subtitles are terrible. They come up late.
Mm-hmm.
It's
So-
like someone's live doing them for me.
yeah,
It's insane.
So if you're reading it and someone's like, "The boat broke," then the boat broke like 30 seconds ago, and you're just playing catch up at this point, baby.
I forget that great quote from Titanic.
Yeah. The boat broke.
Hey, the boat broke. Who did it? Johnny. Johnny.
me. It was me.
It looks cool
Damn
too.
it, Johnny. We said no more
Johnny,
breaking.
no-
We said no more breaking boats.
But
I'm Breaking
but
Bad.
that's
baby.
the part with their faces.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. They should redo that.
Why would they put so much work into the stars and not that shot? The real stars, am I right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
The
That's the
Berg.
only thing I remember.
Huh?
The Berg. That's the star.
The Berg, baby.
The
What?
iceberg.
Oh.
Goldberg.
What?
I did watch The Fly recently. Speaking of bergs. No, that's Goldblum.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I was thinking of Goldberg.
I got you. I incepted you.
You did incept
Fucking
me.
corrupted
Speaking
you.
of which, that's the connection between these two movies.
Oh, yeah, get to the
Inception.
connection.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in Inception or The Revenant with Tom Hardy, who was in Lawless with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, yeah, you're right. I'm wrong.
Kate Winslet was in
Road to Perdition.
Road to Perdition with
That's a good
Leonardo DiCaprio. And Leonardo DiCaprio was in Titanic. Full loop, baby.
Wait.
Wait.
Full loop.
That's how that works.
Full loop.
Full up! Yeah! Do it!
I'll give it to you.
Hell yeah, full loop.
Yeah,
baby.
Road. What was that movie? Not Road to Perdition.
Revolutionary Road.
Yeah,
Revolutionary Road.
You're
That
thinking of
movie-
Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks, which is also a good movie.
Tom Hanks.
More like Tom No Thanks.
Am I allowed to spoil Borat too?
Is he in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it himself?
Yeah.
Playing a character?
No.
Playing COVID.
No, he's playing it. Wait, what? Spoil it. I'm not.
Alright.
I might not watch it.
Okay, if you don't want to hear this part, just stop it. We voted for Titanic.
Hey, that's that. I'm undecided. But
Yeah, we're still undecided.
the ending of spoilers for Borat 2. Sorry for that. But the ending of Borat 2 is that you find out that Borat was the person who spread the coronavirus to everyone. And he's having like the flashback moment of him like coughing on everyone basically. And they cut to a scene of him talking to Tom Hanks being like, "Oh, I'm a big fan." And they're like obviously green screened in Australia, and Tom Hanks is like, "Oh, okay." And Borat just coughs on him. I was like, that's pretty funny. I was like, that's pretty funny.
Wait, so that's like old footage of Tom, or like Tom Hanks? You think like was involved?
screen.
He was in on the bit.
Okay, he was in.
He was with Borat, and Borat was coughing on him.
Okay.
It was funny.
Yeah, no, I get it.
We love
South,
it.
Now I
South
feel-
Park. South
now-
Park kind of did the same.
No,
thing.
we're
Now I feel bad for spoiling Borat 2 for not a super funny bit.
I mean, yeah, we didn't laugh, but doesn't mean it wasn't funny.
Yeah, that's true. The hardest times I've ever laughed was when I didn't ever laugh.
Is that what you tell Dustin all the time when you test out your bits on him? Dustin just did.
Making a little bit more.
Dustin just did like 10 minutes to him, and Dom's like, "I'm not laughing, but it doesn't mean I don't like you."
I did.
Yeah, then he makes really mean tweets about me.
Neither of you guys are on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what just happened to me?
You can't
on?
just start. You can't just be new to Twitter in 2020.
You know what happened to me?
You can't
on?
just start.
You know what happened to me? On Twitter?
Did you get canceled?
I got canceled hard. No, I tweeted to pretty much it. You guys know the YouTube channel Karen Puzzles?
No. Are you making that up?
No.
Bomb Squad?
That's such a pet name. That's such a fake pet name.
You got Bomb Squad. You got a Bomb Squad.
You swear to God?
No, a Bomb Squad. Do you
Oh
know
my God,
there's
Karen
a YouTube
Puzzles.
channel called Karen Puzzles, and I've been watching her. I started like as a joke. She just films herself doing puzzles. And I was like, this is silly. Who would make this YouTube channel? And now I've watched like 40 videos of her putting puzzles together. And I was just a funny goof tweet to Eric Striffler, my best friend, who texts me every night. And I said, hey, if you ever do a commentary track for the Jigsaw movie, you should have Karen Puzzles on because she's a Jigsaw master. And he posted me back a video collab he did with her like forever ago.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was full circle. It was crazy. Sorry.
That's
Eric.
someone trying to get your vote?
Huh?
Someone trying to get your vote? So they heard you're
I'm
undecided?
voting for Transformers now.
Oh!
The money just came in, Michael.
You know what movie I also rewatched was just recently? Is Dread. Can we talk? Can Dread be in the competition? Because that movie's going to go far. That movie rules, dude.
Dreads in, baby.
Titanic Transformers out. Dreads in, baby. Woo! Last minute seed.
That's how I was born.
Dread's awesome. That movie's so cool.
So why would you? Do you want Transformers to move on to the next round?
I would like for it to, but I'm voting for Titanic. It's just a better movie.
So that's what you're saying about Trump? You want to vote for Biden? You want to vote for Biden?
Don't twist my words around.
You want to vote for Trump. You'd love to have Trump.
So
in
he
office,
votes for Trump.
but he votes for Biden because he doesn't want to get destroyed. Because he knows.
Wait, you think that I wouldn't vote for Titanic? Wait, hold on. If I didn't vote for Titanic, I would be destroyed.
No, I was being more. I was being more literal.
You're being more liberal, dude. Oh! I had a dream that would be a pretty cool movie.
Did it start liberals? Because I'm out.
We can get into that if you want. How much time we got? Do we have time to kill?
We're at 56 minutes. We should wrap it up.
Oh, no, I want to hear this.
It's gonna be like a little bit.
It's my wait. It's going to be a little bit.
How long is this dream?
All right,
I gotta pitch you the movie.
We officially vote for Titanic. Titanic is moving on to the next round.
Moving on up.
Should I quickly say, or should I say what we're watching next time?
Yes,
Just so
please.
people can tune out right now.
Yeah, they can tune out.
Next week we are talking A Few Good Men versus A Few Good Vampires, baby. Twilight versus A Few Good Men.
Fuck, this is tough.
Battle of a Century. All right, Dylan, pump me with a pitch, baby.
Okay, so people can tune out now. If they want.
We're the two producers.
Well, no, I don't want it to be like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is just boys. I said him a bit so fast. He's like, no. This is too uncomfortable.
All right, how about we're two
All right,
people
we're
at a
just
grocery store shopping?
No, I
and-
want to pitch to my friends.
All right, he's pitching to his friends.
so we have to pretend we're his friends.
So, that's not funny.
Listen, he's in a vulnerable. No, this is a vulnerable day. Yeah, let's listen. All right.
So my dream was clearly it's like an analogy for what's going on right now in the world. So basically, what happened was, and this won't be explained in the movie either, but basically what happened was now we live in a world where like gravity and like oxygen's all fucked up. So there's areas in the world where it's like there's like no oxygen, you have to wear masks, or like gravity's fucked up, things are floating, things are really heavy, so it's like you're weighed down. For no reason whatsoever, this just happened to the Earth. We don't know why.
Probably the liberals.
Probably the liberals did it in their agenda.
Yeah, Green New Deal, here it comes.
But the world was like still able to live on, except there's places where you just couldn't go, kind of like radiation. You know, there's like zones you're coming up like, oh, oxygen's
like
here.
Chicago's a dense town now. Like it's too dense.
We
there.
talking about?
The gravity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or like oxygen or something.
Yeah.
So, but
Wait,
like,
is Chicago?
I was thinking more like Chernobyl, but yeah, what he's saying, yeah.
Yeah, it was just funny. I thought Chicago was having a problem with radiation.
I thought so too.
I was
got
like,
kinda
wait,
nervous.
hold on, what?
Yeah.
Get out of Chicago.
But everyone is still able to more or less live in the world. Like for example, in my dream, we still went to Disney World, but we had to like worry about the oxygen because the oxygen was like everyone's like. But so anyway, people had to like wear these oxygen masks, but there's still people who like did not want to wear masks and would just suffocate and die. So I just think that would be like a really interesting premise for like a movie. And then But there's like also like charging stations for these masks where you like charge them like a phone. And I was telling it to my girlfriend, and she's like, I think that's also like an analogy for how people can't live without their phones. You just need to have them charged so you can use them all the time. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool.
I feel like you've done good world building.
Yes,
but you have no story.
I'm getting to it.
Oh,
like, I don't know. I don't know where the story would be. Would it be like more of like a hero's journey thing? Would it be like something where it's set in a world where it's like maybe like a militarized or like an objective based movie? Maybe something like Titanic or Tenet or like Inception. Titanic, or maybe it's something like The Martian. Maybe someone has to like go through treacherous fields of like no oxygen and heavy oxygen or heavy gravity and low gravity, and to try to find someone they love. I haven't figured out the story yet, but the world is cool. I think something might be like a hero's journey or something like The Martian would work.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I was thinking. That'd be a really interesting story.
Someone has to go into Chicago because there's something in Chicago that could save everyone, but it's like no one's going to Chicago.
And in my dream, there was like a part where I was like in an area where there was no oxygen, but I didn't have enough charge. But I was like at a halfway point. Like either I could go back and charge it, or I could just keep going through to a point where there is oxygen. A little stressful dream.
What happened? You die?
I probably died.
It's not too similar, but there's a video game that came out recently, not too long ago, Death Stranding, which takes place on it's in America after
yeah, right, brother.
after the bridge between like purgatory and the real world is bridged, and so like the whole game is you walking. And it gives me that kind of vibe, but like I definitely am interested in the idea of like I think the stakes are a little too high to be like he's got to get in there to save something. Maybe just like he forgot something, or like maybe his dad is dying.
He forgot his condom.
His dad's dying, and so like he goes into the family house in Chicago, but Chicago's so heavy right now. That like because gravity fields are constantly changing.
You know what else is heavy? Him dealing with his dad dying.
I was thinking I guess physically, because that's why you couldn't never mention it in the movie. Like the second you try to give exposition, that like ruins it. It has to be something like this is the status quo now, something like Dread or like maybe Mad Max, where it's like you don't know what happened. This is just what happened. Deal with it.
They just getting like, son, we're gonna have to move. The gravity fields are changing. We got a gravity wave coming.
Yeah, and I was thinking like you can make like a little social commentary of like the poor people are being pushed out because the rich people are buying their ways into like the safe areas or something, and
they have like artificial gravity.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things.
Yeah, they got that AG. Yo, let me get some of that AG.
And like, maybe like could be something about like the countries and stuff can't communicate. I don't know. There's a lot of things to do. It's just a cool idea.
Yeah, it's a very interesting world.
And then the rich people would have like anti-gravity rooms to feel like the poor people. Like it's fun for them. Like they play tennis in anti-gravity, where the poor people are living in it, and they're just like, oh, God.
That'd be cool. And I was thinking, I was thinking of like a specific vision or like an image where it's like it'd be like a couple miles outside of a city like Chicago, and it's just like maybe it's like a high gravity area, and there's just like shit floating around in the distance, like around like a skyscraper, and where this person is, they're fine or something, just because.
Do guns work? Do guns work in anti-gravity?
Yes. So in zero gravity, a gun would just go straight forever. A bullet would just keep going.
I think I've got an idea.
Well, let's go to space.
Shoot a gun.
Oh no, it wouldn't go forever. It would eventually just slow down because of friction of air.
What if someone shot a gun to space and then like
but there's no air in space,
and then like
not in space, but here there is,
and then like 500,000 years from now, it just hits like an alien.
One of those asteroids of like garbage that we send out in space. Yeah, he just goes.
Did you hear we're gonna add more garbage in space?
Dude, hell yeah, bro.
Do you believe in aliens?
I believe in magic. In a young girl's heart.
Everything's magic.
Yes, there has to be. There's no reason that there has to be. There's no reason that we would be the only things out there.
Statistically, yeah, it's probably likely.
And the only smart ones too.
I don't know if there are other intelligent life.
There has to be. There's no way we're the only intelligent.
What do you mean?
There's no way. There's no ways that it's us, and then the rest is bacteria.
Why would God make more than us? We're perfect. He made us and was like, "Oh, this is done.
This is pretty good. I like this show."
You know, like when you make a good cookie, you don't make more of it.
Bad analogy, man.
Brett's atheist now.
The
cookie analogy broke him.
It's just funny to think, I made a really good cookie. I'm done. Not making any more because it's not gonna get better than this cookie.
Not gonna eat the cookie either. I'll just leave it there. Stare at it.
Isn't that what God did to us?
No, he didn't eat us. We're still alive.
That's what I'm saying. He just made us and left us.
Yeah, he left. Brett.
He left us. He left us. That's Jurassic Park.
I thought you were quoting the Bible, baby.
No, I was going Jurassic Park.
Huh.
Yeah. And then Joseph said unto thee, he left us. He left us.
He said, spare no expense, baby. That's what God said when he was making the world. Spare no expense.
The angels were like, we're going over budget. Come on.
He said,
We got a budget here, Jesus.
he said, do I make you horny, baby?
Wasn't Jesus not around?
No, the Holy Trinity believes that all three are the same thing.
I don't believe that.
Kind of like McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King. They're all the same thing.
Put your dukes up, you Protestant.
No, but why is... So people can just go up to heaven and call God Jesus? Be like, what's up, Jesus?
Sure. I don't know if you
have a
get to
problem
talk
with
to I don't know if you get to talk to God. Wait, do you want to write the rules for heaven?
I'm just confused. Does he go by three names, or is he three different people?
Well, listen, you don't ever have to worry about that. So
You should
what do I call the devil? Does he only get one name?
no, he's got a lot of names.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has a lot of names, but is he three different people?
Don't say it all at once. Like Beetlejuice. Don't say them all.
You have to wait, I don't even think I would know all of the devil's names.
Good.
Name. Say how many can you name?
Devil, Satan,
Oh, shit.
boy,
What's his real
I'm
name?
getting real nervous.
Craig.
Lucifer.
That's his real name.
Yeah, Lucifer.
Wait,
Beelzebub.
why is that his real name?
That's his angel name, Lucifer.
Who named him that?
God.
It's in the Bible.
The Bible named him.
Yes.
No,
Who
God
wrote
named
the
him.
Bible?
I don't know. Whatever prophet wrote
God
that.
named
Sounds
him
like
that.
humans made the Bible.
They did.
So
LeBron James. did.
why are we
LeBron
saying
James.
Lucifer's the devil's real name?
Because they said that they were being spoken to
it's
by
like
God.
saying
and
this,
I wrote
it's
that
like
down.
saying a snail identifies as a snail because that's what we named it.
Well, give me some more names.
It's
It's Lucifer, Morningstar, Beelzebub,
You know,
Bahamut.
you know the devil way better than I
I like
do.
how he has a last name.
What's his last name?
Morningstar.
Wait,
Lucifer, Morningstar.
what?
More like Morning Wood.
You know, there's Morningstar like plant-based burgers.
I know. They're trying to tell us something.
Why would they call themselves Morningstar?
Well, Lucifer, Morningstar isn't like a popular
that sounds
phrase
like,
of his name.
That sounds like a RPG character.
It's
me, Lucifer Morningstar.
I'm pretty sure the last name Morningstar
Or is it
became
Wood?
popular.
I thought it had wood in it.
That was like a new update.
No, that was the update. The OS got patched later. No, I'm pretty sure that came up later in like Catholicism and other like different sects of.
They're like,
Christianity.
what do we follow?
It
his
might be
name?
fake. I don't know, but
It's all fake.
it's all fake.
all
But
fake, dude.
like Beelzebub.
We live in a simulation.
It's all a ghetto man.
We're all in a ghetto, man.
What?
True Detective. I'm just throwing quotes out there in the world.
All right, guys.
Is this bonus? Is this bonus content?
The whole thing's bonus content.
Your mom's bonus
A
content.
bonus for a bonus.
Oh my
Hey.
god! I'm thinking about Dylan's mom getting some bonus content.
Nice, dude.
She would hit me up, right?
No,
No,
Wait, why?
because
she
you're
doesn't
ugly.
like you.
Because I'm ugly and what?
I didn't say you're ugly. I said it because she doesn't like you.
I said
I
you're
think
ugly.
you're
She
handsome.
came to my wedding. Why would she come to my wedding if she didn't like me?
Oh, you think everyone at your wedding
Likes
wanted to have sex
Wait,
with you?
Wait, I'm not saying that. I don't think my dad would want to have sex with me.
But you think everyone that came to the wedding likes you?
I've heard some things.
Wait, who came to my wedding and doesn't like me?
Oh boy, we got some harsh realities coming
Other
here,
than
brother.
you two.
Your wife.
Hey, I would say most
like
people.
Borat.
Half the wedding didn't know
Your
who I-
wife.
He didn't say that in the movie at all.
Good.
What?
Yeah,
I'm glad.
he didn't say it.
Banned.
All right.
Sorry we rambled on. If you really wanted an in-depth debate on
You should have listened to the
Titanic,
old episodes.
yeah, just play like half of the first episode of Titanic and half the first episode of
At this point-
Transformers and just mash
I
them
think
together.
people learned a lot about the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In movies that we've watched.
Yeah,
And,
And on the seventh day, the Lord rested.
that's a good Will Smith
should we
movie.
just crank out the rest of the movies right now?
Let's just go watch them real quick.
Let's just look at the list.
Trust me,
Just
Dylan. I'm going to crank something out. It's just not going to be the rest of these movies.
Is it your penis?
It's the cum.
Wait, Crank got seated?
Cranks in, baby.
Crank's in, yeah!
It's going against
Crank
Dredd.
and Dread are in.
Oh, no,
Dredd-
Crank
I think-
versus Dredd.
Everyone is here.
Dude, I think Dread would win. I think Dread would definitely win.
That's
Yeah, Dredd would win. I want to see that in 3D though.
I did.
3D though.
I did.
Let's get a 3D television.
No.
Okay.
You buy it then.
They're hard to buy. No one sells them anymore.
Well, movie theaters are going
People
away.
don't like 3D.
The movie theaters are going away. We should invest in a projector.
One theater chain is going away.
AMC,
Theaters are going to
AMC
die.
might go bankrupt too.
Fuck.
The AMC the only theater around is going to be the bad one at the beach and the
That's
Cinema
what it's
Cafe.
called, by the way.
I don't remember the name.
Bad
of
one
it.
at the beach.
It's a bunch of people. All the workers there have leather jackets and chains,
And they're always smoking.
Probably will have. It probably will just end up mostly just being like little mom and pop ones now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
There's Cinemark, but there's
kinda
only two
like
Cinemarks in the area.
Yeah, one in low Texas and one in high Texas.
One in Big Texas.
One in
Austin.
East Texas.
Big old Texas.
Yeah, there's low, high, and east. That's how Texas works.
Why don't they just bring back drive-ins?
Because they did. That's how. That's a lot of movie theaters are drive-ins now.
Okay, where's the nearest one then?
Richmond?
Richmond, Texas,
Yes.
which is 2 hours away from us.
There's a Richmond, Texas.
There's a Richmond in every
There's
state.
a rich man in Texas. I'll give you that.
I think the closest one is Dallas. Are you at me?
Yeah, his name is Dallas.
Whoa!
Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
These bits are getting interchangeable here.
Yeah, guys, we're at 2.5 hours. We should probably head out.
Yeah, let's head out. Let's just leave this. Let's leave this unrecorded.
It's
Let's
a rich
walk away.
man in Richmond, Texas.
if-
His name is Dallas Houston. It's
if-
very confusing.
And if this final episode is not 2.5 hours, that means we cut stuff. So, just so people don't feel left out, let's just go over everything we talked about in the podcast. So that way,
We want to recap?
yeah, just real quick, and we'll even talk about the stuff we might have cut out of this 2.5 hour long podcast.
Oh yeah.
So we started off saying what movies we watched and all that stuff.
Yeah. And then we
And
talked
then,
about
we-
the movies.
Yeah, and we talked about Chester Cheeto and how you think he's racist and I think he's
Well,
homophobic.
you think he's homophobic. You think he's racist. I think he's a rapist.
Yeah, and I think we all agree that he's a pretty cool guy.
He's cool. Asterix. One of those three things.
But I don't believe yours at all. Okay, we don't need to get into
Well,
story.
we don't get back.
It'll be another hour and a half.
Okay, and then
And then we're talking about the milkman.
Oh my god, this milkman. And so his horns keep getting in my milk.
I don't know why he's so obsessed with stirring the milk himself. With
Well,
his
it's because he's a
horns.
goat. It's goat's milk.
Wait, what? He's a goat.
Why would we call him a milkman and not a milk goat?
It's spooky.
It is that time of year.
All right, then we talked about the movies a little bit.
Then we just talked about Dustin doesn't believe in vaccines, and then we had talked about
Yeah,
No,
cars.
that was vacuums.
Yeah.
Oh,
Vacuums.
I'm
did
sorry
it.
for yelling at you then.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, it hurt and it broke our relationship, but it's okay. I'm glad you recognize that now.
Wait, hold on. You don't believe in vacuums either?
No.
Like why?
Yeah, like what are they? What are you talking about?
Just use a
Well,
broom.
no, this is a recap. We don't need to get into
Yeah,
it.
we don't need to get back into it.
Then we talked about the movies a little bit.
Yeah, we
talk
talked more about the movies. We came down to the final vote.
Yeah, and you talked about how you did get stuck in one of those Ring videos.
Yeah, I actually was the little girl for a little while. I interned.
Wait, what? You interned as the little girl?
Yeah.
Weren't we actually really
Samara?
talking about, weren't we really talking about the Ring recently? Like all the different scenarios that you could be in.
Yeah, we love the idea of the ring.
Was there Ring on a plane?
Yes,
Yeah.
briefly in the newest one. I
And
didn't see it.
the boot. The boot.
What if you just never answer that phone?
soft boot?
I think she would.
She leaves a message.
Don't answer.
That's such a funny answer. She would leave a message.
she FaceTimes.
And what if you're blind?
What? Do you have to see the video?
That's the question: is do you have to see it or can you just hear it?
Oh yeah, and I had a whole bunch of questions. Like, what if you see all the frames separately?
Oh yeah, what if you break it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if you see it as a picture?
What if you watch it backwards?
Well, then you call her.
Oh,
You say,
Can you?
Sup, bitch?
Wait, what if the phones
I'm
are down?
coming
what if
for
yeah?
you.
What if you don't have a
I'm
phone?
guessing if the phones are down, she would find some way. That's her whole thing, right?
What if you're like in the middle of the
like
woods?
a cup would come up and you'd hear her in the cup, right?
she'd slip a note underneath your door.
I'm sure she'd do something spooky, like you're in the woods with no technology at all.
This is just
Then
things-
how are you
These
watching
are just
the tape?
These are just things people talked about in 2003.
How are you going to watch the tape?
Yeah, what if you're watching? Hold on, nowadays you're on your smartphone, baby.
Yeah.
you're watching the tape on your phone.
Yeah.
You just got it sent.
She can't over, and you just keep rewatching it, and you keep denying her call.
Oh yeah. And what if you just keep rewatching it? Does it reset the 7 days?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I think they established that in the first one.
Huh.
But
Dude, Scary Movie
we
3
were
is so
talking that the government should just like create an organization and like it's like a draft. Like you sign up for the ring draft.
Oh,
where,
you
like,
just
Why
keep
would you
going.
sign up for
well,
it?
because that's the thing is it's your duty to watch the video, and then after 6 days you pass it to the next
That's a
person in the draft.
scary
Or
draft.
why isn't somebody just has like terminal cancer, or got like, or is like some like just like they some like I'll take on the last one.
Yeah,
Then you launch the tape in space.
Yeah,
The problem is,
Yeah, that's what you do.
I think she could get to space, right?
she's
not.
she's in like a Tesla shuttle.
No, I'm
She's-
saying when you watch the tape and she comes after you, she's not walking over to your house. She's doing demon stuff.
No. You launch the tape so no one else watches it.
Wait.
You just get rid of it.
Oh, I thought you meant you sent it to someone in space and make them watch it.
What I was just thinking was someone on the IST watches it.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then,
Dude, you know they had discussions like this in a movie studio before.
and then after that, they watch it on the ISS. I mean, and then all of a sudden they look outside and like on a shuttle.
What is she gonna do?
Someone else on the shuttle just like.
She does just manifest.
And she's
Yeah.
like trying to dock, and they're like, "Don't let her dock."
No, she would just come out of the TV.
No,
they
but
watch it.
the
But,
They make like a criminal on death row watch it, and then
what-
lethal
so,
inject them.
So what
It goes-
happens if no one else watches it after
It goes away.
no,
Okay.
that's not how it works. It's like it follows. It keeps going back until it kills everyone who watched it.
Is that true?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, because Kate Winslet.
Where'd you read
It's not
that?
Kate Winslet.
Who's that?
Naomi
It's
Watts.
Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts. She watches it, and then the
She
other
watches it.
and she gets the other guy to watch it,
Watts.
and
Naomi
then
Watts
he,
is she?
and then he dies, and it comes back at her.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It passes back, just like it follows. So
This is sticky. We're in a sticky.
it's like it's also like Final Destination.
wait, no, it
you got to
doesn't-
kill everyone.
They explained that in the second one. I never saw the second ring.
What?
That comes back for her.
Yeah.
The government should just
No, it kills her at the end of the first one, doesn't it?
spoil.
No, she's in the second one.
Spoilers.
Oh, but yeah. Spoiler for a 15-year-old movie.
Any movie over 3 years, you're legally allowed to spoil.
Some people nowadays don't want spoilers,
No spoilers for any movies ever.
but I feel like I had something to say. So it keeps going back. I guess the government couldn't just arrest everyone who watched it and let them just say, "Hey, just suck it up and die."
Put them on an island.
They just, well, what if you kill them before they get?
Do you think someone will
ringed?
make a reality show of this?
Yes.
We put 20-year-olds.
They've all seen the tape. We showed the tape at them in the exact same time. Wait, what happens if that
who's
happens?
going to hook up?
No, so what it is it's like Survivor where one person watches the tape. Everyone thinks they've watched the tape, but only one person has actually seen it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, only one person has actually seen it, and they have to.
So they made fake tapes?
They
They made
tapes.
like replica remakes, and there's only one real one. And
And
they have to
so-
figure out who watched the real one.
But you have to figure
I
out.
think they could figure it out.
But that's the thing is, like at the end of every day, people swap tapes.
Wait, no,
So-
then that just ruins it. Then.
But no, but that's the thing is, you got to try to. People exchange tapes, and you get points for exchanging tapes. But listen.
I really want points.
I'm creating a game, and the more points you get, the more money you get. But so you have to do everything you can to make sure you don't swap tapes with someone who actually has the tape.
How do you find out who has seen? Because it sounds like the people don't even know that they've seen the tape. So what's
we would tell the first person that they've seen the tape, and they go, "Oh, don't worry, you just got to make someone else watch it. That's all that matters."
Oh, so you just gotta be like, trust me, I ain't seen no real tape.
Exactly, and then it's like, okay, well, let's swap tapes. Hey, this is the tape.
I feel
she
like
comes out of TVs, right?
Yeah,
And like screens.
she comes out of anything electronic, I
It's
believe.
okay, just to get rid of. Don't be around those.
So watch the tape and then go to the woods.
Yeah, for the rest of your life.
But what if she?
Well,
comes,
that sounds fun.
What if she comes out? What if she drops?
Would you rather be dead?
What if she drops out of a satellite and she's?
Oh shit! A
hold
truck
on.
full of iPads crashes into
Hold on, this reality show.
I have a lot of questions too.
I feel like there's obviously one real tape out there.
Yeah.
That's what we call
It's
it, like
like-
the
it's
real
like
world, but we call it the real tape.
It's like One Night Werewolf.
But does everyone have a slightly different tape, or is it just like 14 people have one false tape and then there's one real tape?
Yes,
and so you're
that
like,
will kill you.
Are you like asking questions like, so did the chair swivel that way, or did it swivel this way, or did and then you're trying to get the details out of people, and then
No,
the person who saw the tape has to lie and be like, no, yeah.
I think it'd be easy. I think it'd be a lot easier if everyone else just gets a tape that says, "Congratulations, you didn't get the tape."
No, what if?
And then it comes, and then at the end of the night, everyone's like, "Okay, who got the tape?" It's like no one wants to say they got the tape.
Well, then
No, I like the idea of the replica tapes and then the one real one. And then instead of switching them around, it should be like the goal is not to let anyone actually die from the ring girl. So you actually have to work together and try to save the person.
I like that. I like teamwork.
Okay, teamwork works better, but the problem is
And you do have to ask questions like Brett was asking.
But how do we get competitive with it? How do we get eventually for someone?
It'll be
Most
teams.
teamwork.
Yeah.
Teamwork. Okay, so there's 2 teams versus one another.
I want to see.
Multiple teams.
We got 4 teams of 4, so 16 people, and they're all trying to keep all 4 of them alive.
Each group has a tape.
No, it'd be like what are those games? I think like Are You the One is kind of the same, where it's like there's a pool.
Yeah, they're also dating each other.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
They're like, there's like drama, and like one of them won't. There's like, come on, it's your turn to watch the tape. I'm not going to watch the tape because you fucked Bradley.
So then when you protect the because it's like the pool goes down if I don't know.
The tape.
When someone, so there's like $1 million on the line.
Yes.
Someone dies, boom, it drops.
Yeah, like
someone else dies, boom, it drops.
And then the way you stop that is you have someone you have like so it's like Survivor. Someone gets voted to watch the tape that they think is the real one, so that the person that originally watched it doesn't have to die.
But the problem, but here's a I don't know about all that, but here's
sounded cool, but then I was like, wait, what?
so like everyone gets a lot of money if the less people die, but the less people die, the less people you have to share it with. So it's like so it's like a game system where it's like I don't want all these people to die, but if more people die on my team, I get to keep more money. So it's like $1 million split amongst all 16 people, all 16 people. Now if everyone on my team dies, I get their shares.
Right.
But if everyone does that, then everyone only gets their 4 equal shares of like $100,000.
Kind of lost.
That's not even that much. That's $25,000.
Exactly. So
that's how much they went on Are You the One. Seriously, like $2,300 or $23,000.
So if we're starting with $1 million pool,
yeah,
and it's like I need to get other people to play along, try not to get other people to die, but get them to die. So that way I get
more like that.
money.
That's mean.
That
I
does
know.
seem mean.
Listen, I read a manga recently that's all about this kind of shit. And
Imagine,
now I'm kind of stuck
imagine
on
the producers being like, I want to make these people watch a ring video, but that's mean.
I want to make Death Race. I want to make Death Race with
Death
videotapes.
Note?
No, Death Race.
Oh, Death Race.
I like the teamwork idea. I think it should be. I think it should be 20 people on the island, and they're trying to figure out who saw the tape. And so they might be trying to watch each other's tape, but they don't know who actually saw. Well, that seems too easy.
That's scary though, because if you're watching someone else's tape,
So wait,
what if this is the real
by
tape?
the logic of the movie that you claim, like it's like it follows when these people leave the show, they're gonna die no matter what.
Yeah.
oh no, yeah, they get executed once the show's done with the production.
They just get executed.
Yeah, they just piece them out
What? Why?
because it closes the loop. These are all the people that have watched it. Boom, loop
Why don't you
closed.
just let the girl kill him? I feel like that'd be better TV wise.
I guess that would bring you know what? You're right. But that also increases the chances of them possibly taping someone else.
What do you mean? Lock him in a room with the TV.
All right, we'll just
That
lock
seems
them in.
mean. That seems like how we execute people in the future. Like, hey, this guy killed 8 people. Lock him in a room.
Tape him.
Put
the
the
ring.
tape on repeat.
That'd be awesome. I'm not showing any executions.
But it takes 7 days, so it's like torture for him.
Holy
I know.
shit!
So you're just sitting in a room, and there's no clock, so they have no idea.
Dude, that's so
awesome.
fucked.
They have no idea when that girl's coming.
Okay, this is the new Ring sequel. Is that now the Ring is being used as
It's
an
being
execution.
weaponized.
Yeah, and so this is the Ring sequel. Is that it's being weaponized, it's being used against criminals.
Yeah.
But one of them, after he gets the tape, he escapes, and now he's got to try to get his hands on the tape and get someone else to watch it so, he can
he
live.
has to break back into prison. Ring prison.
Ring prison. Prison rings.
Hit us up, Blumhouse.
But it could also be used like drug people. That's how they kill other people. They're like, hey,
like they're enemies.
You turned your back on the family.
like, you know how you think we're like
betrayed us.
Yeah, drive-by shootings are down, but
People are
ring
just-
videos are up.
People are emailing each other the Ring video. That's literally the end of the last one.
what?
Yeah, is that she? So what happened? Okay, I'm gonna spoil Rings for a second is
this podcast is off the rails. I love it. You should split this up into 2 episodes.
So here's spoiler for Rings. What happened? It starts off. I fucking love the concept of the movie.
The concept is really
I'm gonna have a terrifying walk back to my car. By the way.
We'll walk with you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to walk me back.
I can't remember the main actor from
Johnny Galecki.
Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory. He finds the tape. He finds the tape at like a garage sale, and then he's so enamored with it, he digitalizes it. And he forces his students to watch it, and they're on like revolving clocks.
But so he knows about it.
Yeah, so what it is he basically gets his students at this university to watch the tape and then pass it to the next person.
Do they know what?
The trailer the trailer really intrigued me until I heard the movie was dog shit because it made it seem like they're trying to find like the scientific reason behind this movie.
Yeah, they're trying to game the tape. And it's really crazy. And then eventually this girl, she gets the tape, and then like she tries to stop it by like finding and like helping Samara and all this kinds of shit. Big spoiler at the end of the movie is that
on the plane, right?
Even though they stop Samara, she somehow possesses the girl, and then the girl basically like tweets the video, and like
they're on the plane,
and the video gets viral, and like everyone starts sharing it and shit like that.
That's kind of like VHS Viral.
She's going to be working overtime.
That was the whole thing of VHS Viral, right? Is that because the whole thing with VHS is you watch those found footage tapes and then creepy stuff happens to you. Mm-hmm. And this one is like, everyone's seeing it, but that just went so poorly.
Just can you imagine how? Yeah, I can't imagine if Samara's able to kill 2 people at the same time in different places.
It kind of comes to that rule of like it's not scary in numbers. So if the whole world is seeing the tapes, I feel like it takes the scariness away from it. Then it just becomes like a world issue. Like the president's gonna be like, all right, what do we do about those?
What do we do about the ring?
I would watch that movie.
But rather than it just being you and your friend trying to figure that out, it is a little bit less scary. It's interesting.
Yes.
I think it's more of a sci-fi movie than a horror movie, but it's kind of like Happy Death Day 2.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out the science behind it all, but
the movie was not scary, but
there's probably jump scares in that thing.
No, fuck ton. Vincent D'Onofrio shows up.
He's jump scares?
Yeah.
I think we'd say Vincent D'Onofrio shit his pants. I don't know why.
Wait, was he the ring girl?
No.
You're heading that direction.
But he does play an interesting role in the film, which is funny because
he plays the same character he plays in Sinister, which is just like talking over a webcam saying this is what's going on.
I thought it was very funny.
Do you ever figure out in any of the movies who filmed the tape or why it exists?
I'm sure they do.
They do.
Can we spoil it?
They figure it out in Rings.
That. No one cares about that.
They didn't say that in the first 2?
No, they figured it out in this one.
You've seen
But
they
I haven't seen any of them.
In Rings, they actually get to the
first
origin
one's
of
really
the
good.
tape.
Scary.
The first one's really good.
Too scary. Wait, so what happens in the first one?
I can't believe you've never seen it. It does have one of the craziest jump scares ever.
So in the first one, they try to understand it, but they can't.
Yeah, because that's scary in Scary Movie 3. That's legit scary.
Where she's like,
let's watch Scary Movie
3. We should watch Scary Movie 3.
Guys, that seems very scary.
We'll have you turn away.
So, but yeah, they find out the tape is basically like was created by the spirit using like the images are basically
J horror was weird back then.
The images are impressions of the girl's spirit.
I got an impression for you
on media. Like, I don't know how, like, the actual creation of it, they just say that it was created by Samara.
Spooky creation. No, it's not like someone filmed it and edited it and put spooky vibes into it.
No. Like, it came to be because out of her spirit itself. And that Vincent D'Onofrio is the one who killed her and, like,
well, I thought it was like her mom.
He did, like, movie. Yeah, but, like, so they came to him, her family came to him, because to like try to get demons out of her, and like he abused her in like a lot of bad ways, and that like he lied like Samara was like pregnant or something.
So the girl's like present day? I thought she was like from old times.
Well, I mean, Vincent D'Onofrio is like 80 years old in this movie, so like they play up how old he is. But no, the movie.
So he caused the movie to happen.
He basically they say
Vincent D'Onofrio,
and they like honestly he's the only person that Samara's scared of in the movie. Like literally she's scared of him.
Does he kick her ass?
No, but he yells at her. And like she like backs off.
Just yell.
But then she kills him at the end. Samara kills him at the end.
It was not a happy ending.
It's not a happy ending. You think it's a happy ending, but then at the end of the movie, instead of being like, "Hey, we wrapped up the whole series," they go, "More sequels."
I want to see Rings on a plane.
Rings on a plane.
I'm
tired of these goddamn rings.
Had to do it. So what else did we talk about during this podcast? We're in the middle of the recap right now.
I say we should watch Scary Movie 3. I say we should stop now and watch Scary Movie 3.
I'm gonna have such a scary walk back to my car. It's nighttime, and
Boo.
you know what's
We're
crazy?
gonna walk you
Even if
back.
but even if I haven't seen these movies, I still can get scared of them.
I like how we talked about The Ring more than any of the movies.
And it's a movie I haven't seen. I haven't seen.
What else do you want us to say? The car's changed. The boat sinks.
It rings.
Yes.
Have you seen Ringu? Has anyone seen that?
No. I'm sorry. That
How
was.
many how many Ringus are there?
I think there are.
They had a
3.
Grudge versus Ring.
What?
I swear to God.
Yeah, you didn't know that? They did a Grudge versus Ring movie.
Like recently too.
Who won?
I don't know.
Who's next?
I think
you
America-
decide.
I think Japan won.
Epic rap battle of history.
Yo,
Have you heard about that?
I'm a little kid.
Why don't they do Ring Girl versus Grunge
Dude,
Girl?
I'm sure they have.
No, in epic rap battles.
I'm sure they have.
I don't think I've seen all the epic rap
Oh my
battles.
God.
Oh yeah, you're a big fan.
Big fan.
They should do that. They should do another Freddy versus Jason.
No. That movie's real bad.
No, it's
They
not.
should.
Yeah, that movie's bad.
It is bad, but they should make it good.
That's how you.
I
yes.
like it.
No,
I don't like any of those movies, really. Those franchises.
You don't like any of the Freddy, any of the
not
Nightmare
really.
on
what
Elm
about
Street
Freddy Got Fingered?
That would be awesome.
Dude, what if he made a? I would love for him to make a Freddy Got Fingered reference.
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Bitch. Would you like some sausage, bitch?
Why does he say bitch a lot?
I don't know, because he doesn't like women.
Who does? Am I right?
Am I
More
right?
like Hillary.
Podcast over.
More like Hillary bitch ton.
That was rude.
More like Shillery clit torn.
I think
Like Rip Torn? Dick, dog, even died. There's a lot of suit you'll ever wear.
All right, guys. I think
suit you'll ever wear.
we should.
No. Keep it going.
No, let's get worse.
Who won?
Devolve.
Who won in Ring versus Grudge?
I don't know.
I don't know. Look
You
it up.
guys know all
Find
about
out.
this movie.
Hey, find out next week.
No, can you guys watch that for me?
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Why?
Why don't you watch it?
Because that's scary. You guys can watch scary stuff.
It's probably not scary. It's probably schlock.
So it's
I'll-
Halloween time.
I'll watch
it.
a video on it at the very least.
What the hell?
I
can
can
watch
commit to that.
You guys can't just.
Yeah, just commit more time of my life to movies I don't want to
Why
watch.
can't you just watch all movies in both series until they meet up with each other? We need more versus movies. I agree with that
Why are you pointing at me?
because you mentioned it.
When?
I mentioned that we need to do another, and you said no, and then you said, but we do need to do more versus.
But
movies.
I said that. But Alien versus Predator was good.
You said that. You pointed to me.
Shut up. You're being homophobic.
You are him.
You're being
Oh,
homophobic.
Alien vs. Predator sucks too. Both of them.
Why? Because they're both men. See? You don't like Freddy versus Jason.
Then we need Carrie versus.
Scary.
What's a female killer?
Should
It
be
just doesn't
Halloween.
work. It just doesn't work. It never works.
Two girls?
One
We've
cup.
only had 2 examples.
Yeah, and they're both bad. They don't work.
No, there's other verses. What other verses? man?
What
Wolfman
other?
versus Mummy, right? Wasn't that like
Oh
a
yeah,
thing?
if you go way back.
Way back,
there's
yeah.
all those movies.
Godzilla. Oh, Godzilla versus King Kong's good. I stand corrected.
Wait, did that movie come out?
No, the old one from like the 60s.
Oh, I was like, I had a real like. Wait, hold on. What?
Would the Mummy count?
Huh? The Mummy versus what?
The new one, the Mummy.
But what did he
It's
do?
not the Mummy versus, but he does fight. Who?
Scorps?
No, what's his name?
Jet
Russell
Li.
Crowe's character. who's
Oh, you're
another
talking about the
Mummy.
new
Jekyll and
Mummy.
Mr.
When you
That
said
wasn't
new-
the main plot. That was
New Mummy.
When you said new Mummy, I'm thinking of Brendan Fraser. I forgot about Tom Cruise.
that was like one scene in the movie, and that wasn't like the plot.
What about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
All right, but who?
You're just bad.
If you had to pick, like, who are the two icons that we could put against each other?
Michael Myers.
Versus Jason.
You've already done him.
Yeah, Lena Dunham, right?
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Like,
Lena get her done.
But even if it's not like,
there you go. Larry the Cable Guy versus Michael Myers.
oh, I think I'd say versus Lena Dunham.
Dude, if Larry the Cable Guy's like, oh yeah, look like we got us a. looks like we got us a
Paul
serial
Blart
killer.
versus Michael Myers. Yeah, it looks like yeah.
Paul
Paul
Blart
Blart never
and
says that. That's just our
I
impression.
know.
Paul Blart and Larry the Cable Guy.
Okay, but let's be real. If we had to pitch a Paul Blart versus someone, who would it be? Like Medea, or who would Paul Blart go
Oh,
against?
Big
Fighting
Mama.
Medea would be the no.
Big Mama's an old reference.
Medea would be perfect.
Paul Blart versus Medea.
Or the character, or the Seth Rogen's character from Observe and Report.
Oh my god. Paul Blart versus Kick-Ass.
Paul Blart versus Big Daddy.
What?
Adam Sandler. Big Daddy.
That's even older than his
the
Big Mama.
singer.
Stop going backwards.
Godzilla.
I like what
The Exorcist.
Paul Blart versus The Exorcist.
It looks like you got it. Well,
I would love to see a mix-up mashup versus. I think Paul Blart would be great against Medea. I'm not sure what they would do.
God, wouldn't it be great if Paul Blart was in a zombie movie?
I'm sure they've pitched
Who
that.
would Crank go against? I feel like John Wick's too obvious.
John Wick would win.
Yeah, he would just kill him.
Crank versus the Transformers.
Oh yeah, Fast and Furious Transformers. That's like a big one, right?
Yeah,
everyone wants
that's
that.
The one, yeah, that's
everyone
what
wants that to happen.
Dude, I'm on this Dredd roll. I want Dredd in every movie. Put Dredd in every franchise. Put Dredd in Fast and Furious.
Dredd Crank.
Yeah, Dredd Crank. Dredd would win.
That would. Okay.
We gotta find it. We gotta find a case where like Crank might win.
Crank thinks he's the law.
I feel like does
law.
Crank even want like so? It would have to be a bad guy, right? Because
Crank could be the bad guy.
I thought someone had to steal something from Crank, and then he would want it back.
I mean, well, he's a killer anyway. Like he is the bad guy. He just happens to be killing bad guys in the movies.
That's true.
Crank versus Hitman.
I was gonna say Hobbs and Shaw, but I realized he was one of them.
Crank versus Hobbs versus Shaw.
Crank versus Hobbs.
That'd be so confusing to sell. it's The Rock and John Statham, but The Rock is playing.
Dude, if I had dumb money like money that shouldn't exist, like Jeff Bezos type money, I would make so much fucking dumb movies like this all the time.
It would be,
and it'd cost nothing to me in the grand scheme of things.
It'd be Chev Chelios versus The Rock's character from Southland Tales.
What?
So it's just two completely different characters.
The movie everyone loves, Southland Tales.
But
even though I do kind of enjoy that movie.
No, you don't.
There's just like
I like that I'm not a soldier.
Yeah, everyone likes
that. Everyone likes that.
Two completely different characters, but they're both from Hobbs and Shaw.
How about
it's not a Hobbs and Shaw movie.
How about Tom Cruise Mummy versus Brendan Fraser Mummy?
But Brendan Fraser's not the Mummy though.
Neither is Tom Cruise.
Wait, no, but wasn't he the Mummy?
No, the sexy lady's the
sexy.
Mummy.
It's Sexy Lady Mummy.
Did you guys watch it?
Yes, I saw it in the theater. I'm an American. I support Tom Cruise.
I could have sworn that the premise was that he ended up becoming a mummy of sorts.
He did.
Spoilers.
But like a good mummy.
Who could Ethan Hunt? Ethan Hunt versus James Bond. Too obvious. Ethan Hunt versus
Jack Reacher.
That's Jack Reacher.
I was like, huh?
Both Tom Cruise characters.
But Tom could he go against? Would John Wick just beat everyone?
Yeah, probably.
John
Ethan
Wick-
Hunt versus the Clumps.
Okay. I think we should stop the podcast here. A
thought you
Clumps
were-
reference was made.
I thought you were going to say the clones from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, that too.
I think you were going to say the Crudes.
That too. You guys are pitching ideas.
John Wick
This
versus
is a-
the clubs, the Crudes, the clones.
This is a movie factory over here.
What else is the C? Other than
The Coneheads.
The Ku Klux
Or is it just
Ku
No, that's all K's, brother.
It's not the CCC.
The
CC's Pizza, right?
Yeah, John Wick versus CC's Pizza.
versus
gets
Coheed and
pissed.
Cambria.
People keep asking me if I want the Alfredo pizza. And yeah,
You know what?
I'm thinking I want the Alfredo pizza.
So you better give me that pizza.
Dude, the CC's Pizza is closed.
Yeah, it was very sad.
That's sad.
Very sad.
In Texas. It's the only one.
The last CC's in Texas. We all know the song. Is
All
gone.
my CC's in Texas don't exist anymore.
Because of corporate greed.
And
Brett's itching to stop the recording.
Because of the plan.
we gotta stop.
Because the plan. Guys, comment below if you listen to the end of this. This is
No, you guys put this up.
If
There's
you
no
get
way.
if you get all the way to the
You
end,
got to make this like a 0.5 episode. Like
What?
An episode 20 point whatever.
All right, you edit
if
it.
you get all the way to the end of the episode,
Just cut it where we started
comment the
going off
word
the rails.
tummy, and we'll know that you got to the end.
I'd say you make this a bonus episode.
All right,
A two-parter.
The Dylan's pitch is bonus episode. Remember that's where this bonus episode started? You pitching stuff?
Yeah.
I'm pitching a tent.
Why? Because you're looking at me?
He's thinking about moms again.
Wait, hold on.
The concept of moms.
Theoretically, what's your mom's number? Like as a goof, just as a goof.
Okay, it's the Texas area code. We all know that.
We all know
343.
it's what the second biggest state in the world, but we're under one area code.
First biggest.
Did I
brother.
say the state?
Yeah, it's the second biggest. Alaska
doesn't count.
Alaska does count.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, Hawaii's bigger than us too. What? The water counts for it.
No, it
Oh.
does not.
It does.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I never thought of that.
Same with Rhode Island. The rest
Oh,
of
the water?
The rest of the states around it count.
Soon.
Same with Virginia. With Omaha, all the states around it count.
Oh,
That's how you talk.
Omaha, the city?
Our favorite state, Omaha.
Hey, listen, come out to Omaha, guys. We're gonna be there next week.
Find us.
We're gonna
What's
find us.
What's this? Are we doing a tour?
We're gonna do
Yeah.
a tour.
I would
To
love-
all CC's Pizza. We're
I
doing
would
a
love
CC's
to do a
Pizza
tour, and if we go on this long, it's just us talking about all the people walking out of the recording. Just saying bye.
I would love to. I'd love to record something and then just watch people leave while you're recording it. Okay, we're kind of done, but we're gonna keep going.
Yep. See you next time. Bye.